Hi everyone, how are you all doing? My name is Ladisoni. You are welcome to my YouTube channel. Please, if you are not yet subscribed, please try and do so that when I upload new videos, you'll be among those to receive it first. Thank you. So I'm out there in the park. It's a murky day. It's been like drizzling a little when it stopped, but like murky. But I said, okay, I was just coming from somewhere. I said, okay, let me just pass through the park and do something outdoor, you know. God bless you to my returning subscribers and viewers. If you are not yet done so, please try and do so and share, and make comments. Press the like button if you like this topic or whatever comments you want to make. Feel free to give your own contribution. Today, I've come with another interesting topic, and the topic is comparing and competing. You know, in the life you are in today, talking of practical life, uh, life activities, practical life things that happen to people. You, we've all been there. You know, probably not you, but many people can identify with what I'm saying now, and it's not a good thing. Comparing and competing, people begin to compare. Oh, look at this person. You begin to compare, what you are going through with somebody else's own. You compare, oh, this person, we were classmates. How come this person is now, is really on top? It's a prime minister, or maybe it's really doing well, and you begin to compare. Oh, you are not doing well. You compare your spouses. Oh, the this lady's husband is taking more care of her than myself. Oh, how come? Before you know, envy and jealousy begin to come in. Then you begin to compete. They bought a new car. You even go and take loan to go and buy. You didn't really need it, because you are competing with your neighbor, with your work colleague, or with one person competing. You've forgotten that we are we had different phases of our lives, different seasons. So please, let's stop it. It's not a good thing to compete and compare. you know Comparing and competing. Even your children, oh, they're in this school. When your children are not meant for Harvard or one thing, and they are really talented, giftings, that you should channel them towards professional studies. Oh, they must read like the other one. They must go into some professional courses, because your neighbor's child went in, or a member of your family children are there. You begin to compete among siblings. Compete. You've forgotten that we are in different phases of life. Please, let's stop doing that. Just face your family. I know the temptations are there, different things here and there. Oh, look at this person. We have same age, maybe senior or junior. You begin to start competing, and you are comparing. And for ladies, they do it a lot. Oh, they bought this clothes, this kind of dress, I'm going to buy it. You begin to do silent one. you know one other person is living their own life. They are at the stage where they can really afford these things, but you are not there yet. You go and borrow money, or you go and borrow from elsewhere to show. you know I know that some people even go to the supermarket, even here in this Western world. They will say they are bought the thing. They will not remove the label. They will wear the clothes to party, the dresses to party, then come back and show off, and come and return it. It's not their size. What's all that for? Whom are you trying to impress? It's good to live your life. Stop comparing yourself and competing. Some people will be competing. I've heard of many stories of spouses, you know whereas you are really living where your husband is really taking care of you, or your wife, you are in a loving relationship, but you have another friend that's jealous of you, or comparing and competing. You say, oh, my husband or my wife is this, is that. They talk of all the good side. You say, really? Or sometimes people do keeping up appearances, mostly these days of social media. And what do? You start doing that. You've forgotten that if you know the depths they are in, if you know how they don't sleep at night, you want to put that pressure on yourself. Stop comparing yourself. Some people compare children. My daughter, my son, at this age, what they have achieved. Fine. Please be careful. Don't put pressure on your children. Yes, there's nothing wrong in, like, whether adults or children, there's nothing wrong in being inspired by somebody else's own. Then you pick up from there. But when it's no longer your piece is taken, you are just doing it eye service, so that they will also see that I've put on, so that they also see that my children are doing this, or my husband is doing this, or my wife is doing this. You put yourself in debt. Stop comparing and stop competing. You know, there's this folk story in my place in Nigeria where they said this woman will always be saying, no, my husband is doing this, my husband helps me in the kitchen, he does everything. Then that was say, really? And we start making trouble with the husband. I told the other friend, these two friends, they are two married females. Then the one will be telling the other one, my husband helps me to, there's a way, this poundo yam, we don't really use it back in Africa. There's what we use, the mortar and the pestle to pound your yam to bring it out like a puree. You can say my husband helps me to do that for the whole family and for meals. Say, really? Then only to find out that one day she just like visited, only to find out that it's a lie. And before then, she also troubled her husband and causing problem, and now found that, they really have problems in the house. War, their own house is war zone. She is even having more peace. It was by chance she knew. Say, really? Whereas the DV used to happen in that home. Please, as you watch this video, don't do that. No DV, please. Domestic violence is not allowed. Try and let peace reign in your home. And so you see, whereas, and started causing chaos. And I've also seen there's even, I don't want to mention the guest's name because she's picking up her life again now, but it's one of those things. She's not the only one. Can you imagine? She went to somebody else's house. The thing went viral on social media. She's a Nigerian girl. Went to somebody else's mansion, took pictures, and started showing on the internet. Presenter, oh, this is my house and so on. But when the person came, you don't want to know the story that went after that, when they arrested her and so on, the disgrace and so on. God saved her. But thank God she picked up herself again, because trolls, it was a disgrace to openly. You see, you go and take pictures by the car that does not belong to you, and be sending to compete with the other person. Please, let's stop comparing and competing. Oh, don't you tell your children, don't you see Mrs. A's daughter? Don't you see Mrs. A's son? They have done this, they have done that. Put them into pressure to go into evil things. You don't even care because you want to arrive. Your children have become wayward just to get money or do things, put pressure just to get physical things. Stop competing. You enter debt and so on. You've forgotten that sometimes when I look at people, I try to tell people there are some things, age. Before you get to my age, I'll be 58 in a few years. You will excel. It's my prayer for everybody. You will excel better. If you are younger, stop competing with me, or stop maybe envy, jealousy. We are no same age. Or me of this age now, I will see a young person coming. I will start envy, jealousy, competing, comparing. She did this, she did that. No. I passed that age. It's not a good thing. Let's just go smoothly in your season. The only thing that can happen is that, oh, I like this woman, or I like this man. Let's inspire one another. The positive one doesn't take away your peace, doesn't put you in problem, doesn't put you in debt. So stop competing with people and comparing. By the time they change, maybe your neighbor changes the car. Before you know it, before you say, oh, I want to keep up appearance, you go and buy something similar. Before you know, they've changed it. What do? Silent one. People are just living themselves. Other people are just killing themselves. You are competing. You want to be like this person. Do you know what the person went through to get to that stage? You wait for your turn. You will get there. So there are different factors why you should stop comparing and competing. Psalm 73. The psalmist was saying that, look, that he almost slipped his feet when he now looked at the way some people were living. His feet almost slipped. The ungodly, if you look at 3 and 4, see, his foot almost slipped. He almost collapsed. You see, sometimes they will tell, we are working this way. Oh, do you know your people back home? Do you know even when you are here, you are not done enough, you are not precious. Some kind of things, you put pressure on yourself, or people put pressure on you. Oh, you say, really? Oh, we were classmates. We attended same school. We grew up in same neighborhood. How come? We finished same time. And you look at that one, you don't want to collapse. You've forgotten that you passed through different trials. what I went through and came out, you know, you don't know why I would take certain decisions. I don't know what you have been through. So what? Just run your race. Please check one video I did on, I think on running your race. You see, stay in your lane. Be careful. Stop competing with people. Stop competing and stop comparing yourself. Oh, I want to be like this. I want to, we can inspire. I really want my life to be better like this, and so on. You put down the steps. You don't know the sacrifices the person you are competing with is making or has made. Then you are there. You want to be like the person out of your comfort zone. And that's when it becomes so evil, So let's just be careful. Let's be careful of what we do. Let's stop comparing ourselves with one another. That's why even sect, it could even be religious. Oh, I made this for Christians. I'm with this church. I'm with this thing. Oh, your church, you don't do it like this. In your home, you don't do it like this. Look, this is how I am. Yes, we should learn to respect one another's opinion. Nobody has it all. Nobody is the perfect one. We can only inspire one another, and inspire one another to do better. That's the best thing. Please stop comparing members of your family. Stop living in regrets. I want to be like this person, like this family. Really, do you know what is going on in there? A thing you can't even dream of. Many people are in prison today because they compete so that they know that I've arrived. Oh, you have been there 10 years. What have you done? You've been abroad. You've gone to the diaspora for 10 years. What have you done? What have you done? I want to do it. I'm like the other person. It's taking me 3 years. The other person, don't know, maybe 15 years, or maybe, God forbid, how many years, maybe longer than you. So that in 3 years, they will say in 3 years, I did it. Oh, what did you say? Or somebody that's been out there struggling and is having breakthrough. You just came from nowhere. You are so young. You want to compare you with the elderly person. Or the person that's stayed, took time to hustle. Now he's having breakthrough. From nowhere, just I want to build this kind of a thing. I want to build this mansion. I want to have this business. I want to set up this thing, this hotel too, in my country or for my parents. I want to build that for my parents so they will know. So that I will be like the next neighbor. You don't know how long it took that next neighbor. How long it took. So please stop comparing yourselves. Even the Bible said it. We should stop comparing ourselves with one another. Stop comparing. Comparison, competing. You are competing. Over what? It has negative side, it has positive side. The positive one, like I said, is the one where you are being inspired. Really? If you can make it, I can make it. You mean you pass your driving test at your age? Or how did you do it? If this person can make it, I can. It will inspire. I can make it. You see the positive one. You were able to do it. You mean you had kids before you went to school and graduated to become one thing or the other? Oh, me too. I can do it. I can make it. It means I can do it. Then you begin to put things in place so that there won't be negatives. You begin to plan, work towards it. Not as if maybe you are in haste. Oh, if the person does one thing, you are doing. If the person wears red like I'm wearing now, you want to wear it in another style. Really? You don't know if some people, they just get these gifts. There are some people that you don't know how this person is getting his or her gift. Maybe it's just gifts. For you to have that thing, you will spend money to get it. Maybe with time you have your own gifts, but it may be a different time be having gifts like that. You don't know if there's a particular person that's interested in the person that's bringing gift to him or her. So let's be careful. Stop comparing yourselves. Let siblings, family, friends, neighbors, colleagues,